So I've just gone and done something I wouldn't recommend to anyone when it comes to purchasing guitars. And that is buy unseen off the internet a vintage guitar, 85-year-old guitar from 1938. Let me rewind for you. Last Tuesday, I just got back from the gym, I was having my morning coffee, and this guitar just flashed up and it said 24% off. And I was just like, whoa, I am not gonna see that guitar again at that price. This is something I've wanted for such a long time, something that does something very particular, and it's from the time from when my favorite music was made. And then until today, I've had about 6 days of constantly looking at pictures of that guitar, looking at other people playing that model, just getting incredibly excited, but also a little bit nervous. And then following the purchase, the seller says he wasn't happy posting it and he'd be happy to get the train here from London, and that made me slightly, reassured about this purchase. He described it as a player grade vintage guitar, which I am totally fine with. If I had this model and it was pristine, I don't think I'd want to gig it. I don't think I'd want to take it out of the house, and that's not the point of owning a guitar for me. Now, I've been filming videos for YouTube and Patreon all morning, just had my lunch and keep looking at the clock. 3 o'clock is when I'm going to go and meet this chap at the train station to pick up the guitar. I'm excited, but obviously a little bit nervous about whether I'm going to like this guitar, whether it's going to need some work, or whether this was just one big, crazy, impulsive purchase. So finally the time comes and I jump in the car, meet him at the train station, and thankfully the train's on time, which is, frankly, rare in this country. And there he is with the guitar, and it's as described. Give it a quick play just outside the station, and it feels great. I'm excited to get it home. So here it is. So this is a 1938 Gibson L50 acoustic archtop, which has been converted into the ES150, the Charlie Christian guitar, the first incarnation of the electric guitar. So this guitar started life as an acoustic archtop, the L50, and it's solid wood guitar, 16-inch archtop and arch back. It differs to the ES150 in that it has an arch back, whereas those guitars have a flat back. And at some point in this guitar's lifetime, someone has put in a CC UK Charlie Christian style pickup, beautiful pick guard, and also the correct volume and tone knobs as on the ES150. So this guitar's had a lot of work over the years, and the fact it's player grade and so got marks all over it, it's been refretted. Obviously had the top cut for the pickup, and it's had some issues with the headstock as well, makes it achievable to afford rather than a Gibson ES150 from this time. Every time they've come up in this country, I've missed out. There's 2 shops that have had them, I think, in the last couple of years. I've always inquired straight away just to at least go and try it. Straight away they're like, no, sorry, it's already gone. So I had to jump on this, and I'm glad I did. Onto some tones. Now naturally, I have a perfect amp for this, the vintage 47 replica of the Gibson EH185. So let's start there. And let's try some Django. And if you're wondering what the acoustic tone of the instrument is like, here it is. I'm finally through a modern amplifier to see what it's like. So here it is through the Quilter Tone Block 202 with the Block Dock HD12. Initial thoughts then. The pickup's noisy, of course it's going to be, they all are. And I've not got a problem with that because when you're playing it, it's not an issue. It's only a problem if you've got the volume up and you're not playing. So I can always use my tuner to mute the guitar on stage. Through the Vintage 47 does feel like a bit of a time machine. I feel like that is going to be something I'm going to use a lot. I can see myself using this a lot at gigs. One band I play in, we do a lot of kind of swing repertoire, and especially some of the great Charlie Christian, Benny Goodman tunes, things like ML Special, 7 Come 11, Flying Home. So naturally for those songs, it's going to be my go-to guitar from now on. Back of the neck's got that real vintage 30s Gibson triangular feel. Feels really comfortable to me. I've had guitars, or not had guitars, sorry, I've played guitars with that kind of profile before, not always been enamored with it, but so far this feels good. The playability of the guitar, it feels easy to get around. The smaller size body compared to say my Super 5 doesn't feel like a problem, it just sits very comfortably to play. Naturally I need some time to get used to it. I'm sure I'll use it in plenty more videos, so as I get more acquainted with it and maybe do a string change, I'll share that with you guys. So overall I'm feeling very happy with the first impressions. Big thank you to the seller for being upfront and honest about the condition of the guitar, and getting the train here to me to bring it, just much easier than worrying about it being transported and potentially damaged, and then the issues that come with that. Now this is NGD, so as much as I'd love to stay talking to you about the guitar, I've got some serious playing to do.